Good morning, guys. It's early morning in the Sacramento Valley, California, and I just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys plan to plant a fruit tree, now it's time to do it, because deciduous fruit trees are still in their dormant states, and now it's really the best time to plant them. So the other day I visited the Green Acres Nursery in the valley, and I came across this beautiful sour cherry, and I succumbed to the temptation. So I bought this tree. This is a Persian sour cherry, also known as an English Morello sour cherry, but it really originated in the green and pleasant land of Persia, and then later got exported to the United Kingdom, England in particular, and became known as an English Morello sour cherry as well. It's a self-fertile variety, and the quality of the fruit is absolutely incredible. The taste is great. It's the predominant taste is really sour, with a tinge of sweetness and astringency at the same time, that really amount to something really tasty and really incredible. Now, other types of sour cherry that you may come across at your local nursery is a North Star and also the Montmorency. North Star is pretty close to this, and Montmorency is really a strict sour taste, which is pretty good, pretty high in vitamin C. But I tend to gravitate towards this one because of the quality of the fruit and the fact that this one is pretty much maintenance free and pest resistant. Another reason as to why I gravitated towards this particular tree is because of the quality of the rootstock. Now, this one is grafted, or this scion I should say is grafted onto a Mazzard rootstock, which is pretty tolerant to wet soils. And there's another type of rootstock that you may encounter with cherries, that's a Mahaleb rootstock. And that one is kind of less resistant to wet soils, but more tolerant of drought situations. If you buy a fruit tree, it's got two components to it. It's got the fruiting body, or the fruiting cultivar, which is the top portion that is responsible for producing the fruit. And you also have the rootstock that is responsible for absorbing all the nutrients and the minerals, and they contribute them to the fruiting scion. In my next video, I'm going to show you guys how I plant this fruit tree and what kind of fertilizer I apply to get the best fruit set out of this, hopefully in the next few years. Now, one thing I really appreciate about Dave Wilson nursery products in general, Dave Wilson nursery fruit trees, is the fact that they provide you with all these informative labels. Now, this label says the English Morello sour cherry, tells you exactly what the variety is, and on the back it tells you about whether it's an early season or a mid-season or late season, and some information as to whether the tree is self-fertile or requires cross-pollination, and also your chill requirements. So the chill requirement for this particular sour cherry is 700 hours below 45 degrees. This year, I think we're going to achieve that. So I'm pretty optimistic about the fruiting prospect of this particular sour cherry. It also gives you information as to the rootstock onto which the scion is grafted, as I said. This is grafted onto a Mazzard rootstock, and it tells you exactly what a Mazzard rootstock is and what are the advantages of using a rootstock like this. As I said, this one is pretty tolerant to wet soils. If you have some small drainage problem in your backyard, then this is the rootstock to go for when it comes to cherries. Yeah, so in general, I'm pretty pleased with Dave Wilson nursery trees, and I'm always quite happy to pick up their trees from a local nursery.